Hello, my name is Resilan Bearcat, and this is my first playthrough for the Rise of the Darkfog expansion for Dyson Sphere Program. This is the Albalda playthrough series. Hope you enjoy the gameplay. Alright, here we go. We are getting started again. Now, one of the things that I've been looking at in this game is that we need to build processors. In order to build processors, we need components, which require silicon, and we need circuit boards. Now, circuit boards are easy to make, and I can make them here, I can make them on the lava planet, but the components need silicon, and making silicon from stone is simply not viable. You can do it in the very early part of the game, but we're reaching the part of the game where we need to automate the production of processors. Now, the other thing that we're looking at, let's just stop and take a look for a minute about processors. Look at all the things that are needed for processors. The logistics distributor needs them. Logistics drones. The ray receiver, which I don't care about at the moment since I don't have a Dyson swarm, but okay. It also is required for the Mark II assembly machines. Now, keep in mind, as soon as we get to the point we can use Mark II assembly machines, there's no reason to use Mark I anymore. We might as well use the Mark II, run at 100% instead of 75%. But that requires processors, graphene as well, which we're currently making graphene. EM rail ejectors for shooting the solar cells into space. The planetary logistics station. In order to clean up this planet and actually build a distribution network that I want and the other things that I need to do, we need to be able to build these. We need these items. We need silicon. We'll come back to the purple containers there for a minute. It also the fractionator, which we don't care about deuterium at the moment, so that's okay. But then the logistics bots, which go with the logistics distributors, I need processors. So processors are used in a lot of things we need right now in order to set up a kind of a planetary distribution network and not have to run belts all over the place to clean up all of this spaghetti mess of stuff that we have created and to make this look nice and neat and all the other things. Well, those are the things that we're going to need. Now, we've crafted a few processors by hand, but we just can't get the numbers that we need without spending significant time. So the purpose and goal of this episode is to go to the lava planet and automate the production of processors. So we've got things that we need here for doing that. We are going to take off and go check on the lava planet. So let's zoom out a little bit. There is my lava planet. I can zoom down on it. Look at that. We have drones on that planet again. Holy smokes. Really? That's another issue that we need to solve. With that in mind, then, I'm going to take a few other items with me that I originally didn't play. So I feel like I'm playing whack-a-mole here with those things. We kill them, and they just come back. Now, we left some of these on the other planet. I don't know how many of these we left, but we've got multiple of those out. We do have some more signal towers, so we're going to set up for, just killing the drones. I'm pretty sure I left some Gauss guns, but let's go ahead and take some more ammo over there. And I believe I have ammo back. Where do I have ammo at? I have a box of it somewhere. The things that you just don't remember. It only takes me about one day to forget where I did things at. Let's see. There's production lines of ammo going to guns. Let's see. That's going out to guns. That's where we're producing some of it. But I see no box of it. Let's see. What else have we got? This is coming out here. That's coming over here and then running over here and going into boxes. Coming up through here. So I'm not sure where I am putting it into a box. It doesn't look like I am, quite honestly. Or if I don't see it anywhere. Oh, there it is. Yep, I do have a box of ammo. Wow, there we go. What do you know? Let's just go ahead and take all of that, and we'll take that with us. Okay. So let's head into space. Won't take very long to get there since we're already flying. There we go. And there is, that's 1.1 AU, long way away. A little bit further than normal. All right, we're going to put this in here. Zoom a little bit more into first person view, or at least closer to first person view. and set our sights on Albalda and drift over there and see what we can do. Since we've got Darkfog on the planet again, let's give up eradicating them off the planet and instead set up a line of defense to kill them when they try to leave the area they're in. That will be the plan. It's a good plan. Actually, I don't know if it's a good plan. It is a plan. So that will be our... We'll first set up the defenses against the drones here. We'll probably have to go back and do that on our home planet too, because quite honestly, they'll put another thing down there too. These they are relentless, and I've been killing them, and they just come right back. I feel like you should be able to get rid of them from a planet and not have them come back for a while, but that's not the way it works, or at least that's not the way it's working in this game. So we'll instead put up a perimeter defense that will deal with them. Maybe instead of killing where they're coming down at, we just put a missile thing down. Every time they put something down, we just destroy it. That would be one way of handling it, I guess. That's probably what I'm going to do, actually, now that I think about it. That would require some missiles, but hey, that's shouldn't be that big of a deal. Let's see here. Where do we have? Where's this thing at? It's way over here. Look at that. Just all the way around. All right, let's go this way. We will circle the planet this way. Auto-saving. Look at all these little places where I'm pulling power out. And they will try to mess up with my thing. There they are. Right over here. Let's see, how established are they? Are they just now getting started? They are just now getting started. Okay. Well, that being the case... Oh, no, there is one out. Alright, let's see. So, let's grab this, and what we want to do is just... Let's drop that thing right in there and see what happens. Or not many of them over here yet, so... That ought to, provided that is in the area. Oh, it is, too. You ought to be attacking. Or are you not attacking? Should be all kind of attacks coming in. I didn't pick all the guns up, did I? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Huh. Well, I am fascinated by the fact that this is not... Is it because it's not powered? That's going to be the problem. It's not powered. Okay. We'll solve that problem. There, there, there. And now it's powered. And look at their missiles from all over the planet. That is just an awesome thing to watch, I have to say. It's fun. Now, I think what I'm going to do right now is simply leave it sitting here. Let's let that just do its thing. And what we'll do is we will come right here. As we have that in here, back to here, we have a battlefield analysis base, and I'm going to set it down right here beside it, and we'll just let it, we'll just keep blowing it up. Leave it there, let them put the things back down, and just kill it every time it comes up. That's, yeah, okay. I don't know. Seems like a silly plan, but hey. I don't really want them coming over here and blowing my stuff up, so we'll just deal with them when they show up. Now then, let's get back to what we came to do, which was build circuit boards, processors. We have a big box of stuff here that we left, including a ton of ammo. We're going to put more ammo in here. Just for argument's sake, we've got different things here. I don't really think we need to worry about anything else, so for defense right now, we'll leave that the way it is. Various things in here. Oh, there's the battlefield analysis. I want to take that. I don't want to leave that here. I don't want to leave that here. These things I can leave here. That's all fine. What else do I have? We're good. Okay. With that in mind, we're pulling out silicon right here. Now, let's look at something while we're here.
This is one of the things that will kind of get you. We have exactly 458,000 silicon. We have one node. If we were actually to pull up V and look at the list of resources, we have 458,014. That's the exact number we have sitting right here. This is all the silicon we have. So if we want silicon, I mean, this is all we got on this planet. We can go to another planet, get a little bit more. Oh, look at that. Missiles as they just go firing off. Yeah, the threats. They're not going to be much of a threat if every time they put something down, I blow it up. We'll see how long it takes them to figure out and move somewhere else. But for now, we have a solution. I wonder how many missiles are left in these missile things. Let's see. I put several hundred in there, and that's all that's left. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I brought some more missiles. Well, I don't know about that, but... Alright, we'll fill that back up. Let's go over here. Before we start building things, let's at least fill 2 of these back up so that they're topped off. There we go. I probably should top off another one wherever one's at. There ought to be another missile battery somewhere. It's way over there. That's where my coal is, and I need to do proliferation. So we'll do proliferation next. For now, first thing we're going to do on this planet is set up our production of items. What I do want to do, though, being as I'm pulling out all of the nodes right here, is let's reorganize this into a single belt. This is okay, but I need to do components, and I'm not going to be able to do very many components. So let's look at my blueprints. If we come in here, I have a 6 silicon per second blueprint. We don't have enough, a 6 component per second blueprint. We don't have enough to make that. I just, to be honest with you, we don't have enough to make. If we look at the, let's look at the 6 crystal component. Let's look at the processors. Even if I do 3 processors, it takes 6 circuit boards and 6 micro components. This right here takes 2 by 6 silicon bars. We can't produce anywhere near that number of silicon bars with the silicon nodes we have. So if we come back into here, we've got, this is components at 6 per second. And I think we got to cut this down to 3 per second. And then the proliferators at something else. Now, I think I had a blueprint. Look at all the things go off. Let's look at this right here. I think I had a blueprint that made both of those components. Let's see, I don't see it here. I thought I had one that made components and processors at 1 per second. Not seeing it here. Hydrogen and oil. Oh, here it is. Yes, I do have one. Look here. It takes 2 per second iron ingots, 4 per second copper ingots, 6 per second silicon bars, and 1 per second. It outputs 1 microcomponent and 1 processor. We can start building up a supply of processors, and we can then build our, the components, and we can build the processor. So that's the blueprint we're going to use. I'm going to stamp that down here. Let's go back and grab that again. Early mid-game component blueprint. Let's see where we can put it. Well, we've got our silicon right there, and it needs silicon here. Now, where is some copper? There's iron. Where is copper? It's down here. Okay. So I tell you what we're going to do. Since we have silicon up there, and then I've got this coming out here, and we're going to put this in. I'm going to set this right. Put it right there. We're going to stamp this down. Let's see. Do I have? Oops, wrong thing. Let's see if I've got a battlefield analysis base. Let's drop that right here, and stick a power pole there. There we go. That'll speed up the build process. And it needs assembly Mark 2s. I don't have those yet, so we'll do Mark 1s and then upgrade it when the time comes. So first thing we'll do is use this upgrade tool, turn it into a downgrade, and downgrade the facilities. And just drag through there. That should then allow us to have what we need. And let's grab some of these out right there, and that'll be good. That's going to build processors, and well, I was pretty sure I told this. There we go. Yeah, it fills them in. All right, so this won't be 100. It won't be 100% effective, but it will work. Now with that, I've got my belt up here of silicon. Let's bring that down here. We'll just belt this. Let's see, where is a line? Right here is a line that'll come straight through. And we can come right there like that. Connect all that up. We will leave the boxes in this row. And what we're going to do is I'm going to install another box of processors here. Because I certainly won't. Actually, do I have any logistics towers yet? No, I do not. I don't have any logistics towers made yet. So yeah, we're going to box make them right now. It's certainly not going to be quick. What does this thing require? Iron plates. I should mark that as iron plate there. Okay. Now, I need iron plates and copper plates. So what I want to do is stamp that blueprint down right here. We don't need a lot of room for these two things. We can go with our early game blueprints, and we actually don't need 6 per second, but we might as well go ahead and make them. We will eventually want to upgrade further. So what I'm going to do is we'll take this right here, put the copper in here, or the iron in there, I mean. And let's see, come down a little bit further to the south where this copper is. Yeah. Off it goes again. Wonderful. And then I want to do the copper. Since I'm going to be making that up here, I'm just going to make it on the other side of the equator here. Same location, just the opposite side. All right, there we go. And we need arc smelters in my inventory. There we go. That will start filling in there. Let's see what we got here. Yep, fills them in. Very nice. So now we just need the iron and the copper to come in here. So let's put the miners down. We're going to need 2 of each miner to fill that up, and we'll do more miners later. For now, we're just going to pull this out. So there's 6 and 6. What is it missing? Take 2 sorters. Well, I have take 2 sorters. Let's put that up there. All right. And with this, connect that in there. Connect that in. And then let's get our belt over here. That will produce the iron bars. Now we go down here and do the same thing with the copper, and we got a little bit further to run it, but that's okay. We'll get this in here. Let's grab a miner, flip it around 180 degrees, and spin until I can get 6 or 7 of them. That'll work. Is there some reason that didn't work? I must have moved. Look at that. That is... I don't even know. Missiles everywhere. We're using up tons of missiles, so as long as I've got missiles being produced, I think we'll be okay with that. Alright, we'll bring that up to here and start up through here. We'll bring this out a couple of lines and connect that in. Let's go ahead and put our power here while we're here, right there. Here there. We got that coming, and we'll just run this up and around. So bring it up to here. Wait a minute, what is this? All right. There we go. Now we've got iron and copper coming out on this line, and we just need to run it up there and connect it up. So let's bring the copper right over to here. We'll bring it forward that way. Same thing here. And let's see, this is the iron. I want to come to here, 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 and there. There we go. Now let's do the copper the same way. And since it is on the inside, we should just be able to do this right here. Look at there. That'll connect right in. And now I've got processors and components that should begin making here as soon as the copper gets up here. I've already got the silicon. We should have we should have what we need to build this. There it goes. There that goes. So this is using another one of the blueprints that I have as some early mid-game blueprints. I will be putting these up, the early mid-game blueprints, once we get finished with kind of building some of the stuff, and I have these blueprints. These will be made available for anybody that's interested in them. I'll drop them up. There we go, more of the missiles. I think the ammo, the copper ammo, might be better. Got a basic unlimited supply of that here on the planet. So but we'll deal with that at a later time. All right, look at that. We have processors being built. So I would not say that those are being built quickly, but they are being built. They are automated, and so we will let that go. Now it should be making some. Oh yeah, these are backing up. They'll be making here into a box as well very shortly. And then I've got 2 boxes of those processors being built. Okay, with that in mind, we've got 2 of the bases here. It's just going through. And now let's see here, just for aesthetic purposes. I think I want to make a change. Well, no, that comes in on this line. I guess that's why it's that way. So let's see. I think this would look better if I came to right here and ran that like that. Build that belt like that. That's only a 6 belt, so I should go ahead and upgrade this. Oh well, no, that's all the way around. And honestly, that only needs to be 6. So let's leave that. Let's save our green gears. We don't have enough automation yet for that to be worth doing anything to. Okay, we have automated processors. That was the stated goal of the stream, and we have accomplished automating that. Now there's a little bit more things that we can do, but one of the things that if we look at this, what we're trying to do now is build a few of these interplanetary logistics stations. And in order to do that, I'd really like to build 10 of these to start with. In order to do that, of course, if you look at the 10 of those would require 400 microprocessors. And well, I don't have 400 processors, so I think we'll have to be more modest in our goal. If I could get to 200, that would be pretty good. I still am going to need to make these and these. I've got this stuff on the other planet, but making this, I've got this stuff back at the other planet. So if we get that, we can make our interplanetary logistics system. But then I need to make drones for them to be useful for anything. Probably need to put at least 10 drones to start with in each facility. So if I do that, I'm going to need 50 drones, and 50 drones here, logistics drones. I'm going to have another 100. So I need a minimum of 300 processors. So let's see what we can do here in the meantime. We got lots of power on this planet. We've got copper and iron being produced. But I think we're in pretty good shape. This thing is suppressed, and while they're trying to reestablish, there's not a whole lot. They're not successful. Every time they do something, I send missiles from all over the planet to blow them up. So we've got silicon being produced that makes the processors. That's the key aspect of silicon. We need interplanetary logistics. So let's talk a little bit about what we need to do. So now that we have finished red science, so we now need to be able to make yellow science. If I look at yellow science and what it requires to make yellow science, it requires diamonds, and it requires whatever those crystal things are. So let's see. I don't remember what they're called. They are called titanium crystals. That makes sense. So diamonds can be made on our home world from energized graphite. Not a problem. We've got lots of coal on the home planet. We should be able to make diamonds cheap, easy, fast. Not a big deal. These things, on the other hand, are a much bigger pain in the butt. They require titanium, which means I could make them on this planet, but in order to make those, I have to be able to make this, and there is no oil on this planet, so I cannot make these things. There's no way to automate this right now until I have interstellar logistics. So if you really look at this, one of the things that we have to do, we can make it with wood, a few of them handcrafted with wood and other items in order to kind of get going, but it's not really going to help us out with getting our research and our science, because I think, let's see, this right here we really need. In order to unlock this, I need 120 of these, and that would require a whole lot of wood and leaves and grass products in order to make the components that I need. So that blueprint approach of doing it is out. I'm not willing to put that much manual work in. Let's continue thinking about this and try to come up with a different approach. So if I look at, I believe there's the energy matrix, there is the structure matrix, and there is the item. All right, yellow science. It takes 1 every 8 seconds. That's the crystalline components. So if we're going back here, reminding myself of what this is, this right here, I need these, and there is. So what's the other blueprint here? The automated way I can do this is to build plastic, refined oil, and water. Now I have refined oil, so that shouldn't be a problem. So what does plastic require? Refined oil and energized graphite, which also is not a problem. So we need to create us a little facility that is actually building a few of these things, titanium crystals. Now, do we have a blueprint for titanium crystals anywhere in what we're doing? We don't have any there. None there. Let's see. It'd be nice if there was a search function here. You know what? Let's see. Late game. No crystals there either. I know I've made crystals refined oil, hydrogen, graphene, sulfuric acid. Well, mid-game. Here we go. Crystals and this. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Now that is a blueprint, but I can't unlock that with my current research level. Yeah, well, it makes sense given how big it is. That's a very large facility. Okay. Do I have any other blueprints that do that? Doesn't look like I do. A titanium alloy. Not very large. Titanium bars, sulfur, that will create titanium alloy. Yellow items mall. This is the mall for doing this. This is the mall for red items. RTS. Now I do have the super things. Also, it just requires too many things. So I mean, by the time I get to that part of the game, I have unlocked other things. So I don't have that yet. So let's go back to what we can do here. We could ramp up our production of these things, but this requires coal. So it would need to be made on the home planet and build a little factory to build super magnetic rings. Can't really make that here. Now these I could make here, but I don't really see the point right now until I can transport them back and forth easier. So I think the thing to do is to go back and make the particle containers. And I think that'll be for our next episode, is to automate the building of particle containers so that we can start the process of kind of doing our next thing. Now this means right here, we do have quite a few processors. We've got the 400 plus 100. We've got enough to build 5 and 100 drones, or 50 drones. So that will be our starting point for logistics. We'll come back in the next one and proliferate this before heading back to the home planet, where we're going to do some automation of the purple containers.
That is all for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to hit the like button and leave a comment to let me know what you think. Please subscribe to the channel to be notified when new content is available, and check out the link shown here for more gameplay. Take care.